So let's talk about how you can add Paystack to your Lovable website. This is the e-commerce website I created with Lovable in the last video. And today we want to put a payment gateway to it, which would be Paystack for us. So if you have Stripe or Shopify, it's going to be much easier for you to connect. But we are going to use Paystack in this case. So this is what I did. First, I came and I told you that I want to start collecting payments and I want to use Paystack for it. Before then, I also wanted you to convert the payment to the Nigerian Naira because that's what I want to collect the payment in. So if you scroll here, you can see that it has changed all the payments to Nigerian Naira. So before it creates or before you can add the payment, you need to create the Lovable cloud. So you can just tell it to create the Lovable cloud for you and it's going to set it up and you'll be ready to go. So you can preview the cloud here. So you can come here and preview the cloud if you wanted. But we just want to add Paystack to it. So if you tell it to add Paystack, it's going to ask you to give it your Paystack key, your secret key or your public key. And the way to get it is you want to come to Paystack. So if you come to Paystack, you come to the settings here. You want to come to the API and webhooks. And this is where you can find your keys, all right? So you just copy this key, the live secret key, or if you want to use the test key, you can just scroll down and use the test key. So we are just going to use the live key because I want it to work immediately. After copying the key, you want to come back here. You see here it says you provide your secret key from Paystack dashboard. That's just what we've done. And then it will create the edge function that will initialize all the transaction and the whole thing. So this it has created the checkout page, and as you can see, it has integrated the checkout page. You can preview it to see what it looks like. Everything it has done automatically for you. It's even created or allows us to test the card, which we are going to do much later, but you just see everything it has done. So this is where I actually told it to swap or change the whole website currency to the Nigerian Naira so that Paystack can easily process the payments. So once we are done, you want to first of all, you want to update the settings to our website so that the changes can register on the URL. So after that, we want to come back to the website to see if the changes are now in Nigerian Naira. So this is still in dollars. Let me refresh it and see. So as you can see, the whole changes are now in Nigerian Naira. So let's add some of these ones. Let's see if the add to bag will work, because it has told us, or it had told us, that the add to bag may not work for now. So we need to make it work later, but the checkout page is going to work. All right. So you can see the total checkout page here. We can come here, click on proceed to go, and then we can select the payment method and we can pay. So we can put our information here and continue to pay. So this, the product is a bit expensive. I would have done a live test paying for it, but I don't want to pay for it now. But this is what it looks like. So I'm going to now go back and reduce the price so that I can test it out. So before we actually test it, we can come here. This is the next step or the next things we want to do. For instance, we can tell it to add a Paystack webhook, which is important, and that's exactly what we are going to do. You can also tell it to create another table, and you can tell it to sweep the site prices. We've already done that, put it in Naira and the other in the UI and all of that. So let's say we want to add a Paystack webhook. We can just tell it to implement the webhook function to persist payment status. Even if the user closes the tab, you can click on that and it's going to build it, and just give it some time to build it. So now it has now deployed the webhook, and what we need to do is we want to copy this URL. I want to go and put it inside of our Paystack. So if you copy it, you come back to Paystack. You want to put the URL here, the webhook URL, and you want to scroll down and you want to save the changes, or you can save the changes from right here. So this changes has been saved, and now this should actually start working properly. So if we come back to the checkout page, you can see that here we have pay with Paystack, which means that we've integrated Paystack right here. So I'm going to reduce the price and try to pay for this, because the list payment or the list product I have here is 38,000 Nigerian naira. And I do not want to send 38,000 Nigerian naira to test this website. So I'm going to try to I'm going to create a discount code and apply it and see if that's going to work. So here I'm telling it to create a discount code for me so that I'll just pay just 500 naira, and then we can test that site. So I do not have a lot of credit, so I just wanted to create just a discount code. So it has created a discount code for me. So let's go and try and see if it actually works. So let's publish it again. So I am going to refresh this page so we can try the discount code. So I'm going to reduce this, and then I have a discount code, and the discount code is pay 500. So let's see if it's going to apply. So it actually does apply. You can see we have to pay just 500 Nigerian naira, which is what I want to pay to test this. So let me fill this information here. So I've added my payment information and my coupon or my discount code. Let's see if we can proceed. So it's now redirecting me to the checkout where I can pay on Paystack. So as you can see, this is the Paystack. This is the Paystack dashboard, but there is a problem here because Paystack does not register the discounts, but we can actually pay, which is good. So we just need to tweak it a bit. I'll be ready to go. So Paystack did not register that we just needed to pay 500 naira. This is not Paystack's fault. This is going to be our own fault, and we can just now transfer to it. So people can now come here, use bank transfers, which is more common for Nigerians, and they can basically just pay and you receive the money inside of your Paystack. Sadly, I cannot test it because Paystack did not record or pick it up for us to pay just 500 naira, and I don't want to pay 38,000 naira just to test this, but you can see that it clearly works. And this is how you can connect Paystack to your Lovable project. So you can use the same method for your app or for anything that you want to build, and it should work seamlessly. Again, now it's just about fine-tuning and doing a little bit of tweak to get exactly what we want. I hope this video was helpful. Please like the video, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can ask me or you can ask Paystack. My name is Noel. I'll see you. Bye-bye.